Good morning. Sitting here next to my sexy husband, getting online. Watch it. What a smarty pants. Good morning, everybody.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Let's see if we can. I feel like a cat knocking something off the table.
What are you going to do about it, Karen?
What are you going to do about it? Good morning, everybody. We're on for just a few minutes while we go get ready to do invoicing. We're going to burn through some invoicing today, and we have to leave by 3 o'clock to take Mr. Fry to the airport.
Yeah, we're going to have dinner with some folks, but my flight doesn't leave till 9 something tonight. So
we have to have him to Detroit. Good morning. I removed my personal profile from here, and hopefully that cuts down the trolls. Good morning. Good morning, Brad, Renee, Sandra, LaRonda. Good morning. Sunday morning. Oof. Right? I've already been doing dishes. Who's been doing housework already?
Well, you don't usually go on Sundays.
Huh? Nope, not usually get on weekends. So Mr. Fry is going to be gone. There is a new Mr. Fry, since he's off traveling. This is his new page. He will, good morning, Rachel, Katrina. How are you, Katrina? Dennis. So that is, I don't know if everybody can see it. That is Mr. Fry's new page, the Blue Heron Mystic. So graded a bunch of papers super early.
It's not it's just
Blue Heron Mystic.
It's just Blue Heron Mystic.
Blue Heron Mystic. So I'm not quite sure what he's going to be doing there.
I'm not anything.
You're the something.
Wow.
You're the man. How's that? Need to find something to protect my family. Any thoughts? Black tourmaline, tourmalated quartz. Go kill it. There's a cat scratching on the couch. I'm kidding. Don't kill the cat, but I'd be very upset at this point. But they have a scratching post for that. You got an error when you clicked on it. Did anybody else get an error? Did anybody click on it? You're Sam the Crystal Man. See? Morning, Beth. So we're gonna make this
What kind of error did you get?
Worked for Renee Shellum. Dennis Casey also got an error. It might be because it's new. We just put it together last night, so it might be because it's new.
Well, we took my other account and converted it, so it's not new.
We took his Mr. Sam Fry 2.
I wonder if that's it. They don't have permissions to go in there yet.
I'll have to look and see what.
I might have to. I'm not sure. I may have to give them permission to get in. I don't know if I remember. I don't remember how I set it up.
Oh, they said something went wrong. We're working on it. We'll get it fixed as soon as we can. So it's Facebook. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is that a black crystal? Yes, those are black crystals. Snowflake obsidian is a great one just to have in the pocket. Just any kind of protective crystals. What do you guys use for protection crystals? Good morning, April. Thank you, Sandra. That helped a lot, actually. Helps us know it's not something we did on the setup of the page. Once again, this is Sam's new page. He will be reading from it or something. That's his page. So I'm not quite business.facebook.com. What is that?
That's what it came up as.
Yeah. How weird. Okay, so let me just do this. Let me see if I did something. Just crazy. Okay, let's go to, let me just double check. Who keeps posting cake? You know who keeps posting cake?
Junior?
No. There we go. Let's try this one, you guys. Tammy Ammett. Let's try this one. See if that works. It's just facebook.com/Blue Heron Mystic. I don't know why.
Oh, the business part of it's probably
cooking eggs. Oh, I know. You want pie? We have a whole pumpkin pie nobody's touched. Like, nobody touched the pumpkin pie. We bought a key lime pie, and then my sister-in-law brought sweet potato casserole.
We had 2 pies in there we bought. Key lime and another one.
Which was pumpkin. It's still sitting there. Nobody touched
you
it.
did buy a pumpkin.
Yeah.
So that's our pumpkin
That's
pie.
our pumpkin pie. Nobody touched it. Pyrite. Renee Shelmy says pyrite. Hi, Maria. Same error message. Okay, they must be working on it. If one person's getting it and another isn't, that means it's Facebook.
The ones that aren't getting it may already be a member of the page. I already had a lot of people on there.
Katrina says, what's a good crystal for lightheadedness and feeling balanced and woozy? A good grounding crystal would be great for that. I have one in mind. Mr. Fry, do you have something in mind?
So shungite, red jasper is a good one for that.
Mahogany obsidian.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Linda Fortune. You couldn't find any peanut butter pies at the store. It's because Reese's come out with that peanut butter pie and everybody was trying to buy them for like $5,000. So everybody was trying to get a knockoff. That's crazy. You're boiling eggs for egg salad sandwiches. Yum.
It does actually sound good.
Right, Brad? He's like, I'm pretty sure that it is considered a sin in some countries to not eat the pumpkin pie. Nobody touched it. I'm like, whipped cream. Nobody touched it. I don't know. Good morning, Angel.
Freaking ate all of my damn key lime pie. I didn't even get a piece of my own damn pie.
All right. The key lime pie, we went over and we're like, oh.
Guess I didn't want any of that.
Well, it's when I type it in and search it comes up when you type it in and search it. Okay, thank you, Dennis. If you type it in, search it, go like his page. Good morning, Sandy Sargent. Pretty please. We'll be attaching a YouTube to that as well here shortly, probably in the next couple days, because with him gone, I'll be doing some shipping and stuff like that. You finished your pumpkin pie last night?
We should have just sent it home with Glenn.
Cookies. Yeah, we should send it. No. Cookies. There's cookies out there. As soon as Sam leaves, they're probably going to go in the trash. I've got to get back on being healthy tomorrow. I have got to. Being sick, a little bit of feeling blue, all those things do not go well for me. I'm an emotional eater, so it's time to throw the cookies away. Time to throw the cookies away. Yeah,
that's a sin.
I know. Pack them in your suitcase, man. Okay. I have the Mythical Goddess Tarot out right now.
Give them to the TSA guys.
Yeah, right. Try to go through customs, through clearance. Feed them to the birds. You know, there's so many chemicals in those cookies anymore. Do we really want to feed them to the birds?
Not to mention the chocolate in them. There's all got chocolate in them, and with the dogs, it would not be a good thing, because the birds wouldn't even get a chance at them. The dogs would have them gone before they even hit the ground.
So we
don't have bird feeders.
Yeah, we don't have bird feeders. We will in the spring though. We should over the winter.
We'll have hummingbird feeders out here this year.
Maybe I'll put some. Yeah, they're just like. It's so funny because you look at the ingredients and the stuff and you're like, my God, what happened to just flour?
Yeah, but then we eat that crap.
Vanilla and eggs. You know, yeah, we eat it. So I guess the birds will be fine. So we will be doing invoicing in a little bit. So if you purchase,
as soon as we're done here, we're heading to the shop to go get on it. I should have gone and turned the heat on.
Yeah. So I have, I'm going to do this again. Glow in the dark birds. The Mythical Goddess Tarot. It's a really pretty tarot deck. I do like this one. I don't use it very often. I'm still settling into the whole tarot thing, and I think I'm pretty decent. Doing pretty decent. This is interesting, though. I want to look at the rest of this deck. Huh. Oh, I see. Oh, I thought that was the dog. Okay, I see. Okay.
Do you?
I do. These are suits. These are suits. I had to figure it out. Okay, so what this is talking about, this particular layout that I'm talking about, is how do we move forward? And it's so interesting because it comes up very much like yesterday or the day before when we're talking about bringing people back in, finding the matriarch of the family that's going to keep things together. Sorry, sometimes it's a patriarch, but most of the times It's a matriarch because of that motherly feeling. Everybody wants blah, 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 all that good stuff, right? And we talked about bringing people back into the family, talking to people we haven't talked to in a long time. And this is the exact same reading. This first one is about forgiveness. Sometimes forgiveness is very, very difficult. Good morning, Tammy Nelson. It's a hard thing to do. That's why it's that fire energy, that passionate energy. We have a hard time sometimes coming forward with forgiveness because, well, people piss us off. Well, not you.
Well, you looked right at me when you said it.
I didn't mean to, but you were looking at something. I was checking to see.
I was going to see if my chicken was up there.
Your chicken is fine. If you keep it at the edge of the desk, though,
well,
the chicken won't be fine.
You know what?
Okay.
It's my chicken. I have another one that goes with this. These were my grandma's, and so they're very, very
the matriarch of his family.
They're very, very important. Very important to me.
So
it was one of the few things I got of hers when she passed away.
So that fire energy sometimes, and this is reversed, right? This is inverted. So this is that forgiveness. Do we give it? Do we not? It's your total choice, but give somebody else a choice as well to be able to step forward and be a little bit approachable. Sometimes the holiday seasons is the best for that because everyone wants to feel ooey and gooey, right? But don't run yourself over with a bus. Hi, Mary. Don't get yourself run over by a bus because you want to be making friends with everybody. You don't need to do that. You have boundaries, right? Because the other thing this takes is another fire card. That passionate card takes courage. It takes courage sometimes to sit in the same room with people that we have had disagreements with or issues with. And I know it's interesting that this is talking about family gatherings and issues. And this is the second time we've gone through this. Hi, Chris. I just saw a message from you. I don't even know where it is. I'll have to find it. I took a break. So I really did. Today's like the first day I'm feeling really good. So
it's because she's getting rid of me today. I know. It's
not even funny.
I will be punished for that later.
It's not even funny. It's not even funny.
Good morning, Chris, by the way.
It's not funny. So sometimes it does take courage to be the person to sit in the room with the people that we don't get along with all the time. And sadly, a lot of times that's family.
And we actually had a little of that going on this week.
We did.
Or this last holiday thing here. So but
you just sit with people and smile and kill with kindness. It's sometimes difficult. I don't know why this I do know because it's a holiday season and it's really last season we didn't have this communication. We had the communication, but not
we didn't get home for Thanksgiving or Christmas last year.
The ability to go cross country or wherever and sit with people in groups was difficult. Yeah. So this year it seems a little bit different.
It wasn't that we couldn't come home. It was just that we had to travel through a lot of hot spots and we just didn't want to pick anything up and bring it home to the kids. And with our grandson, we didn't want to make him sick or the family sick as it were, but and so what happens? I make a trip this year and come back home and bring it home to everybody. So
it was a good family moment. We had a family dinner and everybody, COVID for you and COVID for you. It was okay.
Thank goodness my mother didn't get it.
Yeah. Good morning, Lisa Phillips. Okay. And then what happens when these two things happen? When we can sit there or join with family, even just reach out an olive branch. And even though we may have mixed feelings about it, we may feel very passionate in one way or another about it. We have done it, whether they are receptive to it or not. This is the same reading. So somebody in here needs to hear this. The same reading that happened with whole different deck. Was it 2 days ago? I don't think we were on yesterday morning, were we? I don't know. What happens?
I don't know if we got on mine.
We can always start anew. We can always start a new pattern. We can always start the beginning of the journey again and say, let's bury whatever. Let's join as a family. Let's join as friends. Let's join and have a good time together. And sometimes there's things that can't be let go. Get that, right? We totally get that. We can probably all think of somebody and go, like Maggie said.
Huh?
Like this, we were talking about a girl from high school and the other day at the table. And a friend of mine from high school was we
She
were
wasn't
talking.
really a friend.
It wasn't a friend. It was somebody who was horribly mean. I mean, would we stand in the room and talk with her? We probably would. We wouldn't, it would be like,
Being adults now and realizing what petty childish shit we did to people in school.
She was mean. She was one of the times I got
You know what?
suspended.
That's an interesting topic.
Right.
How many people have you maybe not been fair with in school? Maybe you thought you treated them like shit. How many people have you gone back to and found and apologized or tried to make nice with, or vice versa, where you were on the receiving end and they came and sought you out to try to make amends?
Or didn't even one of the very first people I talked to on Facebook when I first got on Facebook was a guy that kicked the crap out of me on the bus, and my brother. I mean, he beat us up all the time on the bus. And I didn't even remember. He's like, why are you even talking to me? I was so mean to you. So mean to you. And I went, really? The girl that was mean to you passed away. That's sad. That's very sad. I was the one treated like shit. No apologies. Sometimes that happened. But then as an adult, you just can sit there, and if they're on your Facebook, I mean, we only had less than 100 people graduating in my high school. We have a lot of people on on Facebook. We just sit there and we watch what happens in their lives and go, okay, hi, how are you?
You go just kind of going.
Oh no, I got one over here.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to.
Okay, this one.
It's in the front. Turn your head there.
Oh,
see,
look at
it's
that!
sticking right out of the corner
Look at
of
that
your head.
thing. It's vicious.
Yeah,
okay, I think I got it. Okay.
That's right. You're absolutely right. It doesn't matter. That's in the past, and we should all have moved on. Doesn't mean it's not something that still doesn't affect us, but we still have to move forward in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a lesson in life that we had to learn, or should have learned.
We can always start over. And by the way, good morning, Petrana. This is also, you can always start over on how you think of yourself. Make sure that you're not living your life according to what somebody told you when you're younger. And that includes the mean girl. Those chicks in school are no joke, right? And they're even worse today than they were.
These kids nowadays,
when we were kids.
These kids nowadays have no inhibition about just completely annihilating somebody.
Ruthless. Right? So
they're monsters. Some of these kids are just freaking monsters.
I need to work some shadow work. Don't we all?
Obviously not all kids are monsters, but
no.
Some of these,
wow, honey,
some of these,
I didn't even hear that one.
Some of these children are just freaking despicable.
Yeah. Because they're not taught any better. Parenting has, in some cases, gone along the wayside. Everybody wants to be their kids'
we can't
best
be their
friends.
We sometimes have to be the asshole sometimes. And
yeah, you're not supposed to be their best friend. You're supposed to teach them right from wrong.
Yeah.
So, and that's
good from
some
bad,
of that,
right from wrong.
Here have some technology to teach you.
Yeah, that is a sad reality of this time too.
We're not those grandparents. They'll learn. They'll either one way or another.
Well, I had to get after the youngest, the grandchild the other day a little bit. Really? He didn't care for it, and I was like, well, okay.
Yeah, we're going to be the grandparents. So you're going to get a book.
Yeah.
We're not the tablet grandparents.
Grandpa will still do fun things, though.
We'll do some fun things, but I don't think that they should be. I think that they should be outside playing and things like that. We have horses. Go outside and play. Goats. Go play with the goats. Go do something outside. Get in the mud puddle. Hi, Stace.
Morning, Stace.
When my kids were younger, my kids' friends were scared of me because I would throw them out the door if they were rude.
Our children
still do that.
They will not play that shit at all. For themselves, having somebody be rude to them or especially to us. I remember when we moved up here to Ohio, this has been a while back, but I think they were in their early teens, had some friends over, and I was out here in the living room, and they were out in the kitchen foraging, and there was some conversation between me and them and everything. And one of Richie's, our oldest son's friends, popped off with something smart ass. And Richie heard the legs of the recliner come down, and I heard him go, no. We don't do that here. We do not do that here. We don't know what you may do that at home, but you don't do that here. Yeah. We need to go outside right now. And I pulled the legs back up on the chair, and I went right back to. So that was a proud parenting moment of mine to know because I was hard on those boys. I was so hard on those boys when they were young, but I also knew what I was capable of at that age, and the things I did, and them two they're spitting image. So I knew I had to keep my thumb on them, or they were going to end up in trouble.
Oh, Sandy, right?
So
I tell my teenage boys I'll send them to Shannon Sargent boot camp if they misbehave. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Our 6'6" boys are still scared of Shannon.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Shannon needs to start a school because I mean to tell you, she don't put up with nothing, and when she starts screaming, glass shatters. It is hysterical. and it is funny. I know exactly what you're talking about.
They'll scramble
they scramble like jets, man. And just gone. But you remember Mom at the restaurant saying, "Sam, leave them babies alone." Oh, I do remember that. He was hard on the boys. And now we have flipped roles, and I'm the one that goes, "I will take you out of the knees.
I will throw all your shit in the yard away if you don't do something with it." And I'm like, honey.
And here's Sam. But I like the van. He has a Corvair.
He's got a couple Corvair vans out
antique
there.
Vans.
And we're going to refurbish one of them together. Hopefully if I can stay home. Anyways, but so it's funny, Tammy, we have switched roles. She's the enforcer now, and I'm like babe, you gotta back off a little bit here. You're stepping on manhood here now.
30 plus years old.
These aren't little boys. You can't just take them out back and whoop them behind the woodshed. So you can't just yell at them.
Depends on how long your dressage whip reaches. Right there. No, kidding.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Anyways,
kidding.
Kind of kidding. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, I was very hard on the boys, but I knew I had to be because I didn't need them. Because when I grew up, or when I was growing up, because I'm still growing up, the things that I did as a kid now would never fly. Now they'd end up in jail for shit that I did when I was a kid, and I know that again they're spitting image of me. They're gonna do all the dumb shit I did.
You're too old for a whooping.
So, but
you're just a big softy. Diana found someone to do the inside of her daughter's bug and her beetle, and it goes in the shop here soon. Okay, one more card, and then we're gonna go to tracing.
We're buggy. I love bugs. I used to have a 57 oval window, and I had a split window in, double door.
It is crazy. It is crazy here. I have no place to park. I have
a
double garage.
You got the
2 bays in one side, and a huge barn. No place to park. There is a Corvair, a Beetle,
a Mercedes, an old
Mercedes, a Jetta, I think.
It's a Jetta. No, the other one. Well, yeah, this is a Jetta, and then
another Corvair.
No, it's not a Corvair.
It's something.
It's a Volkswagen.
And then 2 vans and a pickup truck. It's like a junkyard here. You can't see them.
And then I got my grandpa's pickup truck in the other bay of the barn too.
You can't see them. They're inside something. So.
Well, you can see the vans.
I need the guts to a sunroof on a bug.
What year?
I'm from Finland, 73. Pamela's first car was a 72 Bug, baby blue. And he has an 87 Jetta Wolfsburg. That's why I have a farm for the cars and the horses. No, Leslie, the farm is for the horses.
Cars have horses.
Okay.
Horsepower.
Okay. Well, let's pull a card. And then we're going to... It's really interesting. We are talking about this anyways. Cycles. Everything has a beginning and an end, right? Assess some of the things. We've just had a random conversation. We do it anyways, right? We don't follow anything here. So, but we are talking about cycles. We're talking about the beginnings and ends of things, and not paying attention to what somebody told you were when you were younger.
Labels.
All those things, and going from childhood to adulthood, still driving your parents insane. Absolutely crazy. But then we have grandbabies.
Why in the world?
What?
It's still trying to. It's
it's
focusing in here somewhere.
Yeah, it's focusing on the tree. That's probably what it's doing, is focusing on the tree. Restarting, right? That beginning of that Fool card, starting over, letting things go, starting over, beginning a new journey. It's really important. It's a great time of year to do this.
Well, think about it. We're moving into the winter season, and the winter season is how we begin to put things to rest so that we can make anew in the spring.
I think tomorrow night's class is going to be, it might be the tree, tomorrow night's class within the membership, you guys, is going to be just a mashup where we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about whatever he wants to talk about. We'll have bullshit session night for class tomorrow night. Mr. Fry will have just landed and he's going to be tired.
That's tomorrow night. I'm flying today.
Okay. Well, you want to do class tomorrow night? Oh, yeah, you do. Awesome.
No, I'll join, but I'm going to do it from the hotel room.
I did. Katrina posted the one foot in front of the other video. Anybody that watches knows that I have a guy that's really fond of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer cartoons, the old ones, and uses that reference quite often when it's time to change and move forward. So you put one foot in front of the other and move. Do things different. Very heavy energy today, April. I'm actually feeling pretty good today, which is, I've been not feeling kosher. I've just been like, blah. So that's why I haven't been on all that often. I will be working on that here shortly. We have the 12 days of Christmas giveaway, which I will be working on. It depends on whether I go roller skating tonight. I don't have a GoPro. Like if I go roller skating, I need a GoPro, but I've been having some back issues the last couple of days, so I do like to be able to walk. It was from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Okay, yeah, it's with the Heatmeister and all that. Yours uses the yellow brick road with the Wizard of Oz. Totally unique, right?
Who remembers the Baby New Year from?
Yeah, the Baby New Year. So it's
those claymation movies.
Yeah, they were great. They don't do anything fun like that anymore.
And we waited every year as a kid for those things to come out. Yeah.
They only aired once.
Yep.
And you had to watch for different channels, different networks to run them. You like to roller skate? Tonight's the 50th anniversary of Ohio Skate. It's going to be a big party, Baby New Year. But I'm not sure. I'm going to see how I feel. And if I feel like falling a lot. Nothing to watch a million times. All right. So we are going to go do billing. So if you purchase this weekend in the sale, we are heading out to do that right now.
Stand by. Invoices are going to be flying out the door.
Yes, they will. They'll all be done by 2:00, I think. So we have to go get busy. So everybody have a wonderful afternoon, a wonderful Sunday. Find something beautiful to do today.
Sun's like partly shining.
The Little Drummer Boy. I loved that movie. I love that. It's my favorite Halloween. It's one of my favorite Halloween songs.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, guys. Yeah. All right. Everybody have a great day. Find love, light, find love, find joy. Feel divine because you are. And
may the light be with you always.
All right, guys.
Have a good day, everybody.
Have a good
Be careful going to and from work this week.
All right. Bye, guys.